what cartilage is this one? Thyroid cartilage. And then if you move down here, this is your cricoid cartilage, okay? So again, hyoid bone, thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage. There's going to be your membrane that connects between the thyroid cartilage and your cricoid bone, and your hyoid bone, and this is called your what?
Thyrohyoid membrane.
Hyoid, it's a membrane, okay? So over here, you're going to have a ligament, and this ligament connects the cricoid cartilage to the thyroid cartilage. So what do we call this one? Crico, thyroid, ligament. Perfect. Now, if what we're looking at, this is again the thyroid cartilage, and down here, all of this right here, this is still your cricoid cartilage. So I'm now on the posterior side. You can look at this structure that kind of looks like a boot right here that moves. Which cartilage is this one? That's your arytenoid cartilage, okay? And you can see just sitting on top of it right here, this little piece of cartilage sitting right on top of the arytenoid cartilage is what? What is this cartilage? Which one is it? Corniculate cartilage, perfect. This is your corniculate cartilage. Corniculate cartilage, arytenoid cartilage. Okay, so if we look down into here, a little bit hard to see. Let me figure out. Okay. So if we look down into here, it's a little bit messed up, but you can see that between the arytenoid cartilage and the thyroid cartilage, there can be a string or a ligament that's going to connect the two. Okay, so that string, if it's just the ligament, what is it going to be called? Vocal ligament. Good. If we have this, if you have a membrane over it, if you basically think hanging laundry over the laundry line, what do we then call it? Is it a ligament anymore? No, it's called a what? Fold. So again, from the arytenoid cartilage to the thyroid cartilage, what is that fold going to be called? Vocal fold. Okay, so if you had a ligament coming down from your corniculate cartilage to, if you had it from your corniculate cartilage down to the thyroid cartilage here, what would that ligament be called? Vestibular ligament. And if you put flesh over it or a membrane over it, that would be called vestibular fold. Okay, so that's the majority of what you can see on this particular model, but if you look at another one, you can see similar structures, okay? So we're looking at half of it again. This is anterior, this is posterior. Again, you're gonna have your hyoid bone. This is your thyroid cartilage. And then down here is what cartilage? Cricoid cartilage. Okay, so between, again, the hyoid bone and the thyroid cartilage is what membrane? Right, thyrohyoid membrane. Between the cricoid cartilage, and it's a little bit hard to see on this side, but I guess you can see a little bit, this portion. Between the cricoid cartilage and the thyroid cartilage, what ligament do we have here?
Cricothyroid ligament.
Good, cricothyroid ligament. Okay, so if we look on the internal view of this, now we're looking at just half of it, right? So we can see there's actually, so let me just kind of open it like this. This is looking into it, and we are opening this up. So this big spoon thing that's very flexible, what is that called?
Epiglottis.
That's your epiglottis, okay? So over here, this is, you can see your thyroid cartilage, and back here, all of this is your cricoid cartilage. Now, if you look at this part right here, this lower section, there's two little blue things. The lower one, that is your arytenoid cartilage. If you follow your arytenoid cartilage, it leads to this fold right here. And what is that first fold called? That's your vocal fold. The more superior cartilage is sitting on top of it. What is that one called? Corniculate cartilage, yes. And your corniculate cartilage If you follow it down here, it leads to the second fold. That's your fake vocal fold, right? But what do we call that? That's your vestibular fold. Then there is underneath, you can't see it, but there's this little lump here. If we look on the other side, it's exposed. So if you look on this side, this little lump, that is the third tiny piece of cartilage, and that's called what? Cuneiform. Good, that's your cuneiform cartilage. And that's connecting, it's helping to support the connection between your epiglottis over here all the way down to your arytenoid cartilage. So to sum up, we've got a couple of different structures here. Your epiglottis, this is your epiglottic fold supported by your cuneiform cartilage. You've got your corniculate cartilage over here, which again makes this vestibular fold that connects to where would be your thyroid cartilage over here. Then over here at the bottom portion, this is your arytenoid cartilage, and then that makes this fold over here, which is your true vocal cords, called your vocal folds. Okay? The only other structure that we really haven't talked about is if you look down straight here, the hole that's actually formed in between the vocal folds, that's actually called your rhemoglottitis. Okay, so I think that covers your, your larynx and whatnot. Am I missing anything? Vestibular folds, vocal folds, there are only